Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Recently I picked up a couple of things on my wish list, and in this video today I thought I would share with you how I decide whether to keep versus return a new item of clothing. Some of the brands that I'm sharing with you today is a little bit more premium than what I would normally go for, but it is sale season and I did manage to find all of these items discounted and on sale. This video is in paid partnership with Cettire, an online Australian retailer, to share with you my experience shopping with them and to show you what I picked up. However, I did pay for all of these items myself and nothing was gifted. Definitely wanted to make that disclaimer because it kind of is important to the rest of the video. The first item I have to share with you is a navy blazer, and this one is from Weekend by Max Mara. So it's in the navy color and it's got a contrast white stitching throughout the entire blazer. First up, I like to think about the versatility of an item. I like to create at least 3 to 4 different outfits using a piece, and as you guys can imagine, with a simple navy blazer, it's very easy to create 3 to 4 outfits. And I'm going to show you the outfits I create on the screen to kind of give you guys an idea of the testing that I put it through before deciding to keep it. And in this category, I also like to do a quick scan of my wardrobe and just to make sure there's nothing competing with this piece. So for example, I'm looking out at whether I have another navy blazer, which I don't. Taking this blazer off, next thing I like to look at is the material. And this particular blazer is a viscose blend. With some of my wool blazers, what happens is that as I sit down during the day, I'll notice some wrinkles on the back of my blazer, which is fine when I wear it casually, but in a more dressy setting, I don't like that. Whereas with this blazer, I can kind of scrunch it up in my hand, hold it for a few seconds, and when I let go, I don't see any kind of marking on it, and the material still stays perfectly pressed. Next up, I think about the fit of the blazer and whether it will need any tailoring. If you guys look at the sleeve of the blazer, I do think that it fits me perfectly. Around the shoulders, I'm pretty happy with how it's looking. The length through the body is not too long either. For someone who is petite, this is something that I really like to look out for. I find that a lot of blazers, especially if they are in a slightly more oversized shape, can be super long on me, and it just makes it a little bit hard to wear. The last thing I wanted to mention, and probably what is the most important thing when purchasing a new item, is the price. So price can be very subjective, but for me, I was really happy with the pricing of this jacket, and it was 120 USD or 185 AUD. And for that price, I feel this is a really nice, very well-fitting blazer. This item I'm obviously keeping, and if you guys are interested in this blazer, I do think they have a couple left, which I'll link down below. And because it's in Italian sizing, I took a 36, and this is what I am wearing in this video. Next up, I wanted to talk about this cream-colored blazer from Theory. Before we get onto some of the details of this blazer, I thought I'll share with you my 2 cents when it comes to shopping on Cettire. I placed the order for all of these items on the 14th of June, and I went onto the website like anyone would and just kind of, put in my payment details, do the whole checkout process. And then some items started to ship out on the 15th, which is the very next day, and I received my first parcel on the 17th. So the parcels were divided up and there were quite a few parcels that came between the 17th and the 21st, which is when I received my final parcel. So considering these items came from an Italian warehouse all the way across the world, I was pretty happy with that 2 to 5 day shipping time, especially because there was also a weekend in between. Going to the blazer now, let's talk about the versatility of it. I do think I can very comfortably come up with 3 outfits with this blazer, but I do think that the 3 outfits will all be kind of smart casual or business casual, rather than being able to wear it for a variety of occasions. In terms of the material, I'm not that impressed by it, to be honest. Hopefully you guys can see through the cutaway. It's not the smoothest material, and obviously it's because it's got that linen component to it, which I would love for a casual piece, but for a blazer, I think it just looks a little bit too sloppy for my liking. With the fit of this item, through the body, this is way too long, and you'll be able to see in the cutaways a little bit better, but this reaches the bottom of my butt, and it just looks like it definitely makes me look so much shorter than I am, and I'm petite to begin with, so I feel that this is not a good cut for me. This blazer is really kind of nice in many ways. but I think mainly because it is quite pricey, I just can't justify keeping it because it does have a few things I'm not crazy about. This is a cotton viscose knit from APC. It's a fairly lightweight knit, so I feel like I can wear this in the transitional season, and then also as a light layering piece in winter. I'll definitely have a coat over the top. So versatility wise, guys, it's a striped knit, and I wear these all the time, so I can immediately think of 3 outfits, which I'll show you guys in the cutaways. So this will definitely be a tick in that category. In this category, my main question for myself is whether I'm going to wear this piece since I already have a few stripe options in my wardrobe. And the reason why I have decided to keep this item is because everything else I have is a white base and it's got like navy stripes, whereas this is predominantly navy. And I do think that it looks quite different enough to justify it. And I know from my personal style that this is also the kind of piece that I will reach for all the time. In terms of the fabric, this is 86% cotton, 14% viscose. Both of these materials I quite like, and this is a knit that I'll probably wear on my bare skin a lot. It will probably go into the wash quite often. So I'm pretty happy with this material in that it's quite low maintenance and easy. I like the general fit of it, like this high neckline I think is quite flattering on and just a little bit different from your boring crew. I really like the 5 stripes and how they kind of align perfectly on the top and arm. I don't know, it's really details like that that make me excited about a piece of clothing. And with the stripe, it's actually got this really nice kind of texture to it, which you can kind of see up close. The only thing that I really had to think hard about for this knit is the next category, which is the price. And this is not the cheapest knit, let's be honest, it's not the cheapest knit, especially for a cotton knit. So I will say that the price is the biggest factor I had to think about. However, because it's so simple and because I like it so much, I do think that the cost per wear is really going to go down very quickly. In the next few items, if I don't have anything to add on to cost per wear, then I might skip the price category, otherwise I'll just be repeating what I'm saying for this piece. Next up, I have this item from Isabelle Marant et Toi, and this is the line of clothing that I am often very inspired by. If I have a bit of time, I'll often take a wander through their aisle just to kind of get some ideas, look at the beautiful print. But I'm not crazy about this top, and let's talk about why. The versatility is a little bit limited, but that can be said about any kind of bolder print. The fit of this top is the reason why I've decided not to keep it, because I think on my particular body shape, there's a lot of volume here around the hip in this top, and I just find that not the most suitable for my shape. So I know that even though it's a beautiful print, if I bring it into my wardrobe, I'll never feel 100% comfortable in this silhouette. I do think that the material of it is really nice, the print is so beautiful, but just not for me, so I'm going to send this back. I'm going to break things up a little bit and show you the accessory I decided to pick up. This is a little something from Jacquemus. I hope that's how you say it. I've just put on a simple linen t-shirt dress because this is probably the type of outfit I would normally wear with this belt. With versatility, I think that this is the belt I'll only wear with my dresses, and specifically t-shirt dresses and shirt dresses that have quite a lot of volume and I just want to cinch it in at the waist. I don't think I can wear this with jeans. I don't think I'll wear it with any kind of trouser. For me, this is like a waist belt rather than something you wear like with your pants at the hip. I can't really speak for the quality because I feel like belts need considerable wear until you can see how well it holds up. And it's quite hard to tell right off the bat the quality. Being petite, sometimes bigger belts can feel quite overwhelming, whereas the fact that it's quite thin, even though it's layered up 4 times, it still isn't too wide or too overwhelming. It's also very unique, and I feel like it really elevates some of my t-shirt dresses and my shirt dresses. If I was to style with my other pieces, I feel like I'll really like the design. So we're still a little bit on the fence about this one. My next pair of shorts are from Isabelle Marant et Toi again. And these are a very popular style for them, where it's got the paper bag waistline. And I chose out my color in this kind of indigo blue shade. And I thought I'll quickly show you how it works. So when you put it on, as you can see, it's not my size. And it doesn't come with the paper bag effect to it. You kind of do it yourself with the belt. And it does mean there's a bit more flexibility, I guess, to kind of shift around the paper bag detail. Let's talk about the paper bag waist, because I think that's the main detail to this pair of shorts and it's the most statement factor of this short. I think that the paper bag waist gives a really feminine and girly shape. It's kind of almost like a ruffle at the waistline, which is super cute. I do want to say that as much as I love this shape, it's not a silhouette that I think is universally flattering, because I have heard a lot of women say that this is something they stay away from, which is fair enough. It just completely depends on shape and what you like. In my wardrobe, I can see myself matching a lot of my different blouses, as well as a lot of my neutral tops with this pair of shorts. And because I actually don't think I own any darker shorts in my wardrobe in this color, it will just kind of add a bit more versatility to the tops that I like to wear. So you guys know I have a pair of paper bag shorts in a white color, and this would be like an option if I wanted the darker shorts. So versatility wise, I can see myself reaching for this quite a lot. Fabric wise, it's very thick, very durable, and gets a tick there. I've kind of already touched on fit, but obviously, it's a very particular shape and not everyone will like it. However, I'm always talking about elevated basics, something that has a bit of a twist that you like. And for me, this is a really good example of an elevated basic in my wardrobe. It's a navy short that can be worn for a lot of pieces, a lot of color, but at the same time, it's got some elements that set it apart from just the basic classic short. I feel like Isabel Marant Etouard does something similar to this short every single season, and it is a bit of a classic for them. So I have added it to my wish list in the past, and it's kind of stayed on my wish list over the years. So I do think that I am going to hold on to this short. I popped on the navy dress, and this one's from C by Chloe. It reaches to about my knee, and it comes with a nice little fabric belt and some rose gold hardware. Because this is quite a conservative and classic cut, I definitely feel like I will wear this most of the time for work, for interviews, meetings, things that require me to be a bit more dressy. I think this dress is a really good example of something that is quite versatile. You could definitely dress it up for events and work, and also pair it with like denim jacket, sandals, and wear it casually. Even though it's always nice to have options and to be able to wear this dress in many ways, I do know from my personal style that I'll always wear it for like a blazer for work. I also know that in my wardrobe, I have a few darker dresses, whether that's navy or black, that I wear a lot of and that I'm super happy with. So I don't think I really need to add another dress like this into my wardrobe either. Fabric wise, 100% viscose. It's very nice and drapey. It stays very neat all day. And if you've just gotten up from your chair after like 5 hours, it will not be creased. So that's definitely something I can appreciate about this fabric. Fit wise, I don't have a comment. It's very nice. Things fit well, even though the fit is probably a little bit off from what I usually reach for. So as you guys can probably guess, this isn't a dress that I'll be keeping. It is very nice. It's just not quite for me. My very last item I want to share with you is another striped knit. And this one is from Max Mara. It's a grey color and it's just got some navy stripes throughout the piece. Let's go back to the little criteria I've been referring to. With versatility, because I have a striped knit, I do know how often I wear it, and I really do like this option enough that I think it can go into rotation in my wardrobe. If you guys watch my videos, you'll know that I do have another chunky striped knit that I wear a lot of, and I feel like this one would just be a really good one to rotate with that option, because that one is white and navy, this one's grey and navy. It's just a little bit of a different look. I think it's good because my current knit will kind of wear out a little bit slower, because I do reach for that one all the time. In my wardrobe, I wear a lot of brown, camels, and warm colors in the winter. And I also do have a couple of cool colored coats. And I feel like this knit option would fit really well with those. So that's kind of where it will slot into in my wardrobe. In terms of the material and quality, this one is a wool and cashmere blend. I find that the knit is very soft. I'm currently just wearing it on my bare skin. I don't feel any kind of itchiness. I do feel the cashmere in there being really, really soft. I always say take my recommendation here with a grain of salt if you have sensitive skin, because my skin is not very reactive to wool or to this type of fiber. And it has to be quite rough for me to kind of feel uncomfortable, whereas most softer knits I can kind of wear on my bare skin without any issue. Quality wise, I would expect nothing less from Max Mara. It's a very nice material. In terms of the fit, this is how long it is untucked, so it's not too long, which I like. And I kind of just do like a little bit of a half tuck if I wanted it to be a bit shorter. I have decided to keep this knit, and another reason is because my mum is actually a huge fan, so she is definitely going to take it off me from time to time. So I ended up going with these 4 pieces of clothing. I have tried it on just with my entire wardrobe, I feel like, to make sure that I really like them before keeping it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and you found it a little bit more useful than just like a traditional haul video. Let me know your thoughts down below. I'd love to hear from you guys. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you to Satire for partnering with me in this video, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.